This is a Gorilla Podcast Network production.
Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Late Night Potluck Show. This is your man Dave hanging out with the crew. We're out here at the Night Hour studio, and it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been in the studio, but we're back. And if this is your first time listening, you just joined us. Stay tuned because we're just a bunch of foodies. We're talking about food, and we got a special guest. Let's just get started. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, the Late Night Potluck Show. And you can listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and check out our old videos. Now, let's just go around the room real quick. Let's start off with my man, Manny. You knew I was coming to you.
Hey, yo. I'm actually really nervous right now. I don't even know why. This is weird.
It's the first time back.
Yo, first time back. 6 months,
27
right?
27 people looking at us.
Yeah. It is really weird, but I'm super excited to be back. I'm super excited to actually start back up with the person who was one of our original members, here co-host, and our very first official guest on the Late Night Potluck Show to begin with. So super excited about that. I'm super happy to be back with the crew, back in the studio, and back putting out great content. What's up, Raquel? How you been?
I know, miss hearing your voices, man. Miss hearing Dave's sexy voice, your voice. So it's good to be back. Good seeing you guys. Just nothing replaces it, interactions, like face-to-face interaction.
Right.
And this type of food. And same time, you miss smelling the food, new food introduced every week, every session. So we're not pictures, live. We can taste them right now.
Right.
Which is good. I'm glad Chef Raquel's here.
Thank you.
How you doing, V?
What's the score, y'all? I'm good. Fine. We just laughed for about a half an hour.
See, V's here physically, but his mind is at the
I came for the Wi-Fi, but something happened, so I don't know. Where's the studio manager? Nah, but I'm good. Happy to be back, especially with the guests we have today. It's definitely gonna be a lot of laughs and jokes. So let's get this started, y'all.
Yeah.
V's the one who brought us the food tonight, so thank you, Chef.
Yeah.
Actually, I picked that up in the parking lot.
So you don't
with Xavier's gloves.
Using his mask.
So let's you know what, we usually dive into the food and introduce our guests later, but let's introduce our guests now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So listen, thank you for joining us, Chef Raquel. You may remember her. She's an original member, a guest in the past, but she's back again. We're going to talk about some relevant topics. But thank you for joining us, Chef Raquel. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back. It's funny, taking that role of guest, and then once upon a time being among these T-shirts that I'm not a part of. But I'm not gonna give any more hate. I mean, there's 4 men there, and there were 2 original women part of that.
All right. So
you
and I have had this conversation on multiple occasions. All right. If you look at the shirt and you look at the way people are designed on the shirt, right? And we always have this battle. There's one person that kind of sticks out on the shirt because they're not really the size that they made themselves.
You talking about your stomach?
Right? So actually my stomach makes you look even bigger than what you tried to make yourself look. So you can blame him, all right? You blame him. I have nothing to do with it. I'm not creative at all.
If you look at it from a designer's point, it's a perspective. I was in front.
Oh, Dave, he's trying to say I think he tried to make himself look bigger than you.
He was in front.
They photoshopped the last picture we saw.
I did prospectively, I had abs from a whole
again,
shirt.
This has to do with me.
Okay. Let's go back to
this shirt.
Chef, you're behind the red. You're behind the red.
Check out their shirt.
Check out the shirts. You can buy their shirts, all men. But if you want the women's version, please vote in.
Is this going to stop me from going to the wine sessions?
Oh, actually, I was there today.
Oh, great! Thanks for the invite.
Yes,
Yeah.
we went. I love being back. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Seriously.
being here. And I know you have a busy schedule, so this is great. I'm glad you could make it. Let's see. What you want to go ahead and?
That's after I said I just came from the vineyard. Just saying. What? What's
So
up?
let's V. Let's talk about what you brought in here.
Well, it's a Asian Italian dish. A little bit of rice noodles. A hint of soy, not too much. Some pesto. Every ingredient there, except for the olive oil, obviously, is from the farmer's market.
That is so
Nice.
cool.
So I brought some fixings to the side because somebody doesn't like the heat. So I thought about the big guy, you know.
He came.
Actually, those jalapenos came from my deck.
He came with some
My little
verbal
plant
heat
on my
today
deck.
too. Huh?
Wait, where?
It's from my deck.
What?
Okay.
I've
My
seen your
deck.
deck. I'm not eating whatever it is that came off that deck.
Wow. Whoa.
Lido deck. Lido deck.
So
Yeah, I could dig in.
all right, let's
Okay.
Did you heat enough it up? Heat it up?
I believe I did. Yeah.
You believe it?
I believe I did. You didn't hear me as I was walking by.
No, you're.
I said I don't know if I heated
your
this up, so
dog
pick it up
bothered.
the
I
top.
can feel it warm in the bottom.
Okay. Oh, gracias.
So what kind of noodles though you got in here?
Rice noodles. Noodles de arroz.
Okay.
De chino, papa, de chino.
You want anything on top of it? I just kind of gave you the.
Oh yeah, let me get some tomatoes.
So V, what made you make an Italian and Asian?
I had leftover pesto, to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
I made it for the soup kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
So I had some left. I'm like, what's easy? I don't have to go to the store. So I went to my pantry and I saw the rice noodle. I
So
was
you just
like,
repurposed.
why not?
All right.
Okay.
I like rice noodles.
Yeah.
You got hungry mouths out here. They're chewing and there's no food out here.
Wait, we always used to count. Are you
Yeah.
guys
Oh,
counting?
you used to always count.
I
Thank
count
you.
this
You're on the
Yes.
wrong chair,
Okay.
though. You're on the wrong chair.
Oh, here we go.
Who's
Oh,
that
I
guy?
am. My chair is
Can we
taken.
shut the guy up behind the camera, please?
Everybody got a
Record
fork?
off.
Mute. Please mute him.
Oh, you have one. Okay, cool. All right, ready? You made yours look really pretty.
I had nothing to do with it.
So you
Thank
had the
She
little
look-
tomatoes.
Looks like she has no faith in him over there. You see that little
What happened?
little speckle of
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right, Vito. Well, go ahead, Maddie. Say something.
why am I getting pointed out? I'm trying to.
Because your face says it all, baby. So
I'm not looking at people. That's why.
I taste the pesto and I say the.
I do
also
taste the pesto.
And then it tastes like the Asian.
If you mix it all the way to
Is
the
that onions?
bottom, there's more pesto at the bottom.
I mean, you brought the dish. You should have. Nobody shook it.
all right.
You just said.
No, not sugar. Who mixed it? I'll mix it for you, babe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. With the tomatoes,
Why do I
they're
keep getting
delicious.
shitted on?
So real quick, so we're not just sitting in silence. Vic, can you talk about your the soup kitchen?
Since this COVID started, we've been feeding 350 people. The first couple of months was
Dope.
tough. That number jumped drastically to 200, then it went back up to 250. But it's been a constant 250 every Thursday we do it. So if you're in Bridgeport area, you're hungry, you need a meal, it's at 2200 North Avenue. We're not gonna send anybody away if you want a meal. You could come at between 4:30 and 5. You could get a meal.
That's
Like
awesome.
the tomato in it.
Yes, me too.
Shep came to the kitchen and she helped out one Wednesday. for
It was
prep.
so much fun.
Yeah, only chef. Only chef showed up to the kitchen.
Yeah,
to help
right.
out.
I think
Yeah,
you-
only
you-
chef. Yeah.
I
Just
seen Manny
chef.
helping once,
Mhm.
a couple of
Yeah.
times probably.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
Only chef. You see that?
Mister, I work all the time.
So I see the pictures when you're posting in the soup kitchen. Seems like these are really like
Cilantro.
really good meals that you're serving, not just ordinary meals that you're serving
No,
to the.
I figure if you're gonna make something good to eat, you will eat it yourself. You're
That's
not gonna
right.
That's right.
Make a plate just to make a plate. So me and my wife, we plan our menu a week before. We really try to get the ingredients, and we just actually got approved in our kitchen for the food bank,
Good
so we can
job.
get stuff for the food
Congratulations.
bank and save some money.
Great.
Right.
So like this past weekend, everything that I made carne guisada, which is stewed chicken, white rice, all came from the food bank.
So yeah, for all the listeners, you have to check out Chef V's Instagram post, and you will see that the food that he serves it's not just like regular food. It's a novelty for people who got served for those foods.
Yeah,
So,
everybody
check it
doesn't
out.
say soup kitchen. They really think soup.
Yes,
soup.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
no.
well thought out dish, right?
No, we've been there. I was there. I was helping him. He did a lo
He
mein.
helped me for weeks.
Yeah, he did some lo mein and stuff. I was like, this
Nice.
is dope. Like, you go to a soup kitchen, you get a legitimate meal. It's not like you're not getting a legitimate meal anywhere else, but it's kind of like, bland, whatever can just get thrown together. Like, there's actual thought put into this, and it makes you feel as if, you're having a legitimate meal at home from your own products. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's
I
good
think
stuff, too. It's
The
not.
day I helped,
not
we had
trash.
stuffed cabbage. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was home.
No.
Very, very home.
He did tons of chicken the day I was there. He was prepping chicken.
I saw that, yeah.
We did a stir fry. Did really awesome work.
And seeing the youth too being part of it is pretty
Yeah,
good.
there's actually 2 or 3 high schoolers that come, and one of them actually invited her friends because it was a good time. That's what she said. I was like, oh, okay. So they've been learning, and last Thursday I have her do the veggies, and she went home and cooked it for her mother.
That's
So
cool.
her mother was like, oh my God, thank you so much.
That's
so
dope.
It's a learning lesson as well.
That's cool. Well, thank you, V, for this treat. Very delicious.
Can y'all feed the homeless people next to me?
It was good.
Yeah, take it.
Here,
If somebody
take it
can come grab it.
Well, how you get a plate, bro?
Here, pass it.
Yeah, he blocked the camera and everything.
Alvin, come grab this. No, just put it over there. They don't want it over there. Oh, they don't.
Oh, they don't want it.
Oh, well.
Okay.
House broken.
I'll
Well-
take some more.
Next week
Got it, though.
or next episode, whenever we have something really good, we're not going to pass anything over to them.
You know
They're like,
why?
I want that over there. I
What
want
are you
that
trying
over
to
there.
say?
No.
When we get something really
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about something that they're going to be like coming over here
Pizza.
drooling over.
Or
and
guest,
like,
or- yeah, or-
you know what I mean?
He's
Like,
trying to play himself over here on this side of the fence, you know?
nah, I'm talking about like a guest coming in, like restaurant type stuff.
Riel, I see some sweets over there. You want to talk about that? Did you bake them?
No, I didn't bake them.
Okay.
I bought them.
In the parking lot.
Well, it's supposed to bring beer tonight.
I know. I thought about that and I slipped my mind.
But I figured let's do something different. It's like first episode again back. So this is a dessert. It's cupcake, but the difference is it's beer infused. So the beer is in the cupcake.
Oh,
So I brought the beer technically, but it's in the cupcake. So
Yo, you-
Shut up, really?
yeah, yes, man.
What? I don't even like sweets. I just heard beer.
All right, so I got it from Moon Rocks. Moon Rocks is the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you baked this yourself.
No. He said, I asked him. He said, nope.
I'll take credit. It's fine. But yeah, I got
Moon
it
Rock?
from Moon Rocks in Hamden.
That's why
the kitchen.
the
where
frosting's
I-
that way.
Oh, yeah.
So they use local beer. So this is actually the fuzzy beer from New England Brewing.
Yeah.
We tried that before. And this is from Two Roads, which
I
is
see that.
expressway, which is
Their coffee stout. Oh,
So it's
so
in there.
good.
So I actually asked the person, say, "Can you get drunk eating this cupcake?" I said, "Oh, no, you just taste it."
Right.
But if you can get drunk, that's a good story.
Yeah, I think it gets burned off in the oven. Yeah.
I don't want it no more.
Yeah. So it's gonna get loud.
Vito, this was really good though.
Thank you, Vito.
Nice and light.
Just somebody complained that it was cold.
There's a microwave somewhere.
See, I try to. See, this is why I don't compliment
Thank you,
him.
sir. Thank you. Nice
This is
shirt.
why I don't compliment him. I try to compliment him, and he still
not
takes
good enough,
shots.
not
I'm
good
like,
enough.
all right, cool. You know what?
Ungrateful.
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 That's it.
I hate ungrateful people.
And then he wonders why I
Not
never give him
agradecido.
compliments.
Stop licking the plate.
What is it?
Mal agradecido.
Agradecido.
Which one you like?
Oh, Expressway.
Expressway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can tell which one it is already.
Yeah.
Like the dark one right there.
What's the white one again?
Fuzzy Wuzzy beer or whatever?
It's an IPA with peach.
You got a knife? I
Oh,
can cut it. We can
okay.
split
That was
it.
Dave's nickname in
Which
high
one,
school.
Dave?
Peach.
Which
The
one?
A
beach?
knife, so maybe I could split it.
I don't. He has only knife.
All
Oh,
right.
it's- no, there's no.
Oh, well.
Mm.
Is there a knife?
Hold on, maybe. No, they're all forks.
Oh,
No, there's a knife there.
in that corner
Oh,
over there.
okay.
Dave, how you doing at the market?
The market, a little slow today. I think it was because of the weather. A lot of people. I took the dog out this morning,
The
and
weather was beautiful. What was wrong with it?
I love the weather, but it was a little nippy in the morning.
It
I
was fat
think.
people weather. It was perfect.
It was. I
You
didn't.
said fat people sweater?
Yeah.
Yes, we don't
I
sweat
didn't
as
drop
much.
a single drop of sweat today. That's how cool it
Dave
was.
could have wear a white shirt today.
Here, if anybody wants to try the expressway here.
I'm gonna
there's
try
half-
both.
Here, there's half of that one then. I think there's half one right there.
Okay. Everyone has?
Yeah. Let's see this.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
What? Really, dude? You're eating already? This is what's up?
He's
I
lost
haven't
his
did it-
manners.
I haven't do it
He's lost
once,
his
though.
manners since he left. I'm just
Seriously,
saying.
we
I'm
gotta
just gonna
shake
throw
you
it
guys
on
up.
there,
Ready?
too.
1,
Two.
2, 3. It's yummy. I can feel myself getting fat with this.
Wow, this is good.
I can feel myself getting
So
non-drunk
yummy.
fat.
I taste the IPA on this one. Like
You
a fuzzy
definitely-
duck. I don't know.
That shit is good. Okay.
Oh, I love the expressway call.
Wow.
Oh. Hey, fun fact. Fun fact. You know I'm all about fun facts and beer. Two Roads Brewery does like this small batch beer every now and then. You can only get. I don't know how they've been doing it now that the COVID's around, but prior to COVID, they would do like small batch beers that they would only sell within the tap room, and it would be like a random like Facebook post like, boom, we have this beer. Come down, drink it, and then it's gone. And they'll make maybe like 2 barrels.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, they would make like 2 barrels. So they did a
Wow.
maple. It was like a maple. I think it was like a maple bacon expressway stout. Like they mixed the expressway with some maple. Oh no, maple bourbon. Sorry, maple bourbon expressway. Mixed it. Oh, it was amazing. I was there for a few hours. I wanted to make sure I got every bit of that 2 barrels or whatever that they make. So
That's
fun fact about
awesome.
that, Two Roads does that. If you follow them on social media and all that, you will see that they will post that every now and then. Hey, we have this beer, and just randomly show up and whatnot. Anyways, back to our guest,
Yes.
Chef Raquel. What have you been up to?
So I what have I been up to? Teaching. I think like now when COVID first happened, I was unemployed for 3 months straight. And it totally was just like, what the fuck, right? And then I don't know, I think we as a society kind of got to a place where it was like, how are we dealing with this new norm?
Right.
But
Before we get into that, right? Because
Yeah.
I know there's probably listeners that didn't get to hear your story from previous interview. Real quick, talk about what is it that you do.
So I am a professionally trained chef that does culinary training and cooking classes for children and adults and food entrepreneurs who are aspiring to be, I don't know, entrepreneurs in the food business, obviously. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And if you haven't, please do listen to episode 2. You will hear about her journey. That was a really cool episode.
Thanks.
So if you fast forward back March maybe.
Yep. So it was kind of tough, kind of like, not being able to work a certain way and kind of sucked. But I think we're all feeling that, obviously, right? And then so you're still counting your lucky stars. And all of a sudden, like, people started reaching out, like, are you doing virtual, anything online? And it was something that I wasn't open to. And this is to show you, like, how flexibility,
Adaptability.
and being able to, like, exactly. Because I was like, I wouldn't be able to do this. And you know what? When push comes to shove, you sink or swim. And it definitely was something that I was able to do. But yeah, it's definitely new. Because, when I teach, I'm teaching a person in person. I'm able to, like, really feel them out.
Right.
But Zoom can only do but so much,
Yeah.
But hey, you gotta take with it.
I'd say it looks like you've been killing it though.
I'm trying.
See videos almost weekly.
I'm trying. I'm
Right.
glad that we're kind of doing something finally.
Right.
No,
And
it's
then
a good-
you teamed up, you work with the farmers market.
I do. So I had the pleasure of working with this young man named Dave. His product is very interesting. You would find this really cool. He does hot sauce.
Wait, you said young?
Yeah, she did say young, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He looks young. He looks very young.
I need to meet that guy. All right, go ahead.
And he actually did a farmer's market cooking demo, and we made pico de gallo yesterday.
Dope.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That was fun. I was like you said, you felt nervous. I felt a little nervous,
Yeah.
but it worked out. I saw the video and it was pretty cool. It was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah. I think I've met the guy before.
If you're gonna deal, it's all right.
So what do you exactly do you do for the farmers market?
So this year it changed. Normally people see me outside in the farmers market doing cooking demos, like how we collaborated
Right.
before. But this year I am basically taking that and doing an online kind of quick cooking demo since we can't do food sampling and stuff like that. And normally I'm pushing the Snap Match program with the farmers market, which means anyone who's using EBT or the food stamp card or food stamps as can get it matched dollar for dollar. But so that's still happening. So people should definitely come out there to the farmers market. There's still Bridgeport Bucks, which is a $5 incentive that's being given out. So there's a lot of cool things still happening. It's just in a different way.
Right. So when you say snap match dollar for dollar, that means that for every dollar that the individual uses, the farmers markets will also match that dollar for them to be able to pretty much double up, right?
That's right.
Okay.
So they're it increases.
So if you have $10, you technically have $20
to use there, which is pretty cool.
Hey, great products. I use some of the products. So from the the reservoir farm last week in a chili that I was testing out.
Awesome.
And great stuff. Great products.
I went to Reservoir today because I'm interviewing the farmers to just make sure what information we can get for them now that they're dealing with COVID and how does that look like. And it was so cool to kind of meet with so many different farmers and get their take on it. Because the same way as us as entrepreneurs are affected, they're affected in a whole different way. Right. So it was cool.
Yeah, I've been talking to them too. Richard and Sean, great guys. Park City Harvest, check them out, please. And there's ways that you can help out. CSAs is what they're called, right? So yeah, I'm already like picking the brain and getting them ready for 2021 because I'm gonna need their help. Finding peppers has been a little challenging for me. And I spoke to other hot sauce manufacturers, and they're on the same boat as well. They're farmers. I don't know if it's the weather, but a lot of the farmers are the peppers are delayed, getting ripe. Yeah, I'm kind of like running around looking for peppers, and I'm already thinking of 2021. 2020 has been the worst
for everyone.
Hey, listen, don't say that because we all complain about 2019. Look what happened.
That is
true.
So
this was a great year. Okay, let's say that because.
But if we can end that bitch today,
yes, please, we will. Yes.
Can we do the countdown tomorrow?
Can we do it every
New Year's
day?
episode next time?
Seriously.
So what's been the most challenging adjusting to the new reality?
The lack of this, right? Like I miss the social part of it. I love that part of it. I mean, come on, we cook together, then you eat together, right? And there's a certain breaking exactly.
Yeah, part of sharing food is connection.
It is.
It's a human connection. You don't realize that until you miss it.
That's right. And food is so personal, and so like it tells a story. Like I made a pasta the other day, and maybe I shouldn't be saying it, but like I totally fucked it up, right? And like really messed it up. And so the person I was feeding it to actually was just like, nah, can't handle this. Like this isn't how I liked it actually cooked. And I swear to God, if you want to see like tears come to face, I could have felt that way. Like it just hits you a certain way when you're just like, oh shit, I messed up, and this is the feeling. So it's very intimate. Like there's a real personal thing that food offers. So not being able to have that interaction on a larger scale where you kind of make some good pasta and you get people together and you serve, there's something rewarding.
Yeah,
I miss that.
It is funny that you say that, right? And I didn't think of this until just now, right? One of the biggest thing that I did during the pandemic or the shutdown initially was I was thrown down in the kitchen. Like I was going above and beyond with some of our meals.
That is so awesome.
And I mean, then Anthony, who's sitting back there, my stepson, has kind of like took charge in the kitchen as well, and he's been killing it in the kitchen. But I didn't think of it. I didn't associate like going through stress, right? Or you look for comfort in food and so I didn't think of it until when you just said that. It might have been a way of like coping with being quarantined and locked in a house.
Like everyone was making bread.
Exactly.
You couldn't find what's that yeast?
Yeast is it's like flour. Yeast is there all the time. You can't buy them.
I did not know there was so many different types of sourdough bread. Everybody was making sourdough. I was like, oh, okay.
Were they putting toilet paper in that too? Because we couldn't find toilet paper.
Toilet paper for after all the sourdough.
After the
exactly.
sourdough, right? Let all that yeast go on.
But yeah.
That was bad. Since when did everybody become bakers?
Right,
That's what I want
exactly.
to know.
Yeah, that was tough.
I mean, you weren't going anywhere, right? You had all the time in the world to let it prove.
I know.
Seriously.
It's like I never celebrated Cinco de Mayo, right? It's a big,
This one took
What kind of American Mexican are you?
Wait, but I love
With
the
that
segue.
I never said. So this is the year, the first time I picked up a pen put it in a crock pot and made carnitas, you know.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Cinco, I showed you that drink I showed you on Instagram, and I even had freaking mariachi music playing on Spotify.
Wow.
I went all the way.
You
We were celebrating today. I made margaritas because there was nothing else to do. You just quarantine. There was nothing else to do.
Wow.
real.
You went hard on the paint.
Why is this the first time we're hearing about this 6 months later?
Oh shit! Here we go. Because we were locked down.
Elvin.
He wasn't invited either. Listen,
Oh, he was locked down, huh?
This was early. When was May, right? That was May. We weren't letting anybody in the house. I think
Chacho,
when
he
did we
was
meet for that
nervous.
cigar?
Shit, I don't remember.
He was stressed.
Hell yeah, shoot. Being locked down sucked. Like, for anybody who knows me, I've said it on the last 2 episodes we had during the quarantine. Like, anybody knows me, I work 2-3 jobs at a time. I'm constantly moving. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, being told, like, all right, go sit at home for however long we tell you, and then we're not. It's like being in timeout when you were a kid. And not being
Every
so
second
like
feels-
when can I get off timeout or go to your room?
Right.
When can
Go
I
to your
come out my
car.
room? Like can you tell me when I'm like, you know what I mean?
Right, not knowing.
the uncertainty
Right.
of coming out of it. That's the part.
It was
that
so
sucked, yeah.
early in the pandemic where, like, I thought, you know what, come over, bring a stick, and I lit up that's what cigar. Bring a cigar.
That's steak.
For the cigar smokers, they know what a stick is. Okay.
Bring a cigar, and I lit up a fire, and literally, like, we made sure he sat 6 feet away.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Elvin was there.
Elvin was there.
But that was close to like
And you
phase
think
1.
he was allowed to use the bathroom? My wife would have kicked.
No.
his ass out.
He had to go by the shed.
Yeah, that was So, yeah.
But that was like end of May because it was like phase 1 already. Like they were already opening up, like takeout and stuff for restaurants.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like they were already doing like different things. Like office buildings can start going back to work and things of that sort. So it was already. We waited a little bit, but anyways, forget about us.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
us, chef.
So now, everything's opening up. What has changed since like March to now?
March to now. Well, now there's more. I think with the whole kids going back to school and learning how. Well, I hope we're hoping for the best with all of that, obviously. But there's programming that's now opening up in terms of after-school programs for it, and they're going to be in person. So it's going to be again another transition because now we're fearful in a large part of it, and I think returning to a group, no matter what size it is, going to feel very interesting in the kitchen. So it's going to be a group of 8 children with me.
Okay.
But it makes you kind of a little
Of course.
concerned.
Of course, yeah.
But I mean, good things, right? I mean, I think we came as a society to kind of come together. We all can relate. It's something that I think the importance of like supporting local has really taken on some really cool things. I've seen a lot of posts of like, each other, like especially you guys. I've seen a lot of like recommending this person to this person. So there's a lot more networking that's happening that I think people are like spread the wealth, like and spread it really.
Remember, again, it was early. It was probably March, April. One of the things to help out business was, thinking of ways to help was gift cards.
Yeah.
So you can use whenever this shit goes away, I thought that was a great idea. That was
And we spoke about the there was I forgot what the name of the liquor store was.
Really.
I think it's Turnpike Liquor Store on Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. What they were doing was taking 10% of all their sales and distributing it to different restaurants and small businesses around the area.
Oh, that's cool.
To try to assist them, because the liquor stores ain't shut down during the thing. They
Right,
actually,
right.
they probably, their sales probably.
They were
went up.
essential workers.
Yeah, they were
They
essential
were.
workers. You know what I mean? So that's another great thing that I found, was that those businesses like that were able to continue their business and not slow down, and actually gain business. They were able to assist, restaurants. They were helping restaurants. They were helping gyms, because gyms couldn't operate at all. At least some restaurants were able to do takeout or delivery or whatever the case is. But like some businesses weren't able to operate at all, at all, and some still can. So.
Same situation with Moonrocks, the one who provided us with this cupcake, is that the community came together and tried to help their business, local business. So what happened before is that the community tried to buy the cupcakes and the cookies, and they send them to the essential workers and the hospital workers at that time. So, which is good. It's like they get the business, it's all the support, it's all the same. It goes around.
He got excited about all the support. You see
You have
that?
to eat it, guys. This way, B.
Drunk?
That was cute.
That's the beer. That's
There's
the IPA.
alcohol in this cupcake. It's real, man. It's real. You can get drunk.
Yeah, I saw that Boom was doing that too. Boom was like matching. If anybody ordered for the hospitals, Boom's Brick Oven on Main,
cool.
pizza place in Bridgeport. What they were doing, it was like matching. I believe it was like for every pie that someone purchased for an essential business, a hospital or things, so they would make a second pie. So like if somebody ordered 10 pies, they would make 20 pies and bring it over to them, which was dope. Or they were taking donations from individuals as well.
That is
They
so
make
cool.
food and bring it over to the essential workers, which was awesome. I still see there's businesses that are doing that and bringing them to hospitals, because people rock. I'll tell you, I had a first episode back, I had a baby during the thing, and it's tough in those hospitals. Like it's weird. Like you can't go in the hospital and just roam around anymore like you used to. They don't let anybody in at all that's not a part of like me and my wife. There was actually one night where they wouldn't let me back in, like into the hospital, because I didn't have a certain bracelet on. Like you have to have a certain bracelet on that they're supposed to give you before you leave, and I ended up leaving without that bracelet. I didn't know, and that night security's like, no, you can't come in. And I'm like, oh, you gonna let me in, brother? Like you gonna let me in? My baby's up there, like, and obviously at that moment, obviously my first kid and stuff, I was feeling some type of way about it, but they're just doing their job. Doing their job, but it was tough. It was weird, not being able to walk to the hospital. So, imagine the employees that are probably stuck in that. I at least was able to walk out, go to the car if I needed to or whatever, but imagine employees that are stuck there the whole time with their masks on, and, a lot of them were wearing 2 masks. Like, I was just looking at the doctors, and they had, like, double, triple masks on, and as they were
With the shield and all
with the shield and everything. I was just like, whoa, imagine doing that the whole time. So that was pretty dope for businesses to be able to do that with each other.
Raquel, did you? I mean, without of course naming, but did you have any? Because I know you were involved with the community, and you visited a lot of the restaurants in your community. Was there any shutdowns and anybody who lost or had to shut their business?
I'm sure there was, but I mean, we lost a couple places in Black Rock, but I think we were losing them even a little bit before the actual pandemic actually took place.
Right.
But it definitely, I mean, contributed to how business was going. I mean, we looked at places like New York, right? When you would see Times Square
It looks like
empty. And it was just like, could you imagine? So imagine smaller towns like ours when we're just, what I'm saying, like having trips. They were definitely affected. And we're still kind of coming.
So what are some of the changes that you had to apply to your business to adjust? I know you mentioned doing Zoom and stuff like that, but what were some other changes that helped
I think
you?
pricing I had to change as well, because now their interaction is going to be different, so you can't charge people for the same thing, right? It has to be different. And then really thinking about, okay, so if my pricing, because as an entrepreneur, you still have to make money, your bills still come. You're thinking about other ways that you can be more creative in kind of offsetting some of the costs that you're deducting, So I think, thinking about, is it going to be a little bit more private chefing or meal planning, or what are some other things that I can kind of build onto what I already have, right? So
some of the programs that you did before, do you see that coming back soon? Like the culinary knifing, all the culinary training you used to do before. Do you see that coming back soon, or?
I see it coming back, just not at what it was. I recently did something with Project Longevity where I did culinary training, but we did it through Zoom.
Right.
And it was very interesting, but you still go over knife skills, you still go over every, the topic, but it's just a different type of feel to it.
Right.
But it's still possible,
Yeah,
and I
right,
think,
right.
Continuing to build. But yes, I'm hopeful to be like in a kitchen with people.
Right.
Again.
Right, because I know I remember V did your program a few years ago, and that's how we met, and doing other program, the business entrepreneur program, and one of the great benefits is you help or you monitor the serve safe.
Yes.
That's still
That has increased. It's funny enough with this. I think with COVID, more people want to become entrepreneurs.
Right.
And I think, we all know that there's some benefits, but I think people, after losing jobs or maybe not being able to get unemployment or stuff like that, they're like, you know what, this gave us time to really think through what it is we want to be when we grow up, right? And sometimes we take a job just for the act of like taking a job, right? Because we have to get the bills paid. But I think people are now refocused and saying, what is something that I'm actually passionate about? So I've gotten more requests to do mentoring, which, that's something I enjoy doing offset. But so I've been mentoring some new people who are just entering the food business. And then doing serve safe training so they understand what to do. And some of them are just like, I have a really great product, or I love cooking for people, and they're taking it to a next level. So I think that's pretty cool.
Cool. I guess for a lot of people, they defer that for so long. Now that they have time,
They have
it's
time,
okay, now's the time to do it.
That's right.
It's a lot of, I can imagine a lot of people doing that. So.
It reminds me of September 11th, like when I quit my job. I worked for an accountant for 8 years. It was during that time, because again, anytime you have a major kind of life-changing experience, you kind of reevaluate.
Right.
What am I doing? What's the purpose? Is this really what I want to do? So I think that's that.
A lot of people did that. Crash of 08.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people
Exactly.
did that. Yeah. There was a lot of financial people that went out, venture off into other things. And,
Quit and you just keep going.
What advice do you have, and what advice do you have for those who were possibly discouraged? Right, because, and I had this conversation with my son, right? He's taking an interest in culinary, and I'm excited about it, but I'm also worried, right? Because during the pandemic, who were the ones that kept their job? Plumbers, electricians, medical field. What advice do you have for those who are getting discouraged to continue their culinary passion?
My advice has always been, was to make sure that you're educating yourself even aside from the culinary training field. Just because, not for nothing, but the culinary industry, it's a, what do you call it, like easy entry, right? I mean, even if you're not dealing with food now, you probably had some type of restaurant work, whether it's serving or whatever. So it's easy to get in per se. So focusing on something that's a great fallback would be a great thing. That's what I would encourage, not to forget your studies. But also, you mentioned a couple of people who, have obviously were essential workers, right? But we all do still have to eat.
Right.
So, to not be discouraged, because I think how we eat and how we look at food in terms of that experience has changed, and it will continue to morph until we get it to just right. So there will be a time where in that culinary industry hopefully is just booming again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So maybe now is the time to like hone those skills. You know what I'm saying? Get your serve safe, work in a little local restaurant for free. And that's the thing that people don't understand. Like everyone wants to we all want to earn money, but you have to have some skin in the game. You know, and maybe now with some downtime, young kids can easily, more easily, I'm just trying to say, can give their time.
Of course. Right.
So it's a good time to build.
Awesome. That's a great advice.
Yeah.
So, what do you have anything going on in the next, let's say, I guess the rest of 2020? What do you got going on?
Sleeping. Like sleep through the rest of the year. No, it's more of the same.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
Well, you wouldn't with the infant at home. You would not.
Dad, man.
No.
You breastfeeding?
I do sometimes
breastfeed on the left?
On the left,
Right,
yeah.
because be careful. You got to move them onto the right as well.
Gotta go
Even
back
it
and
out
forth,
a little
right?
bit. It might,
Okay, yeah.
and then don't forget to pump.
I move in between them. I do. Yeah, no.
He uses Dave's pump.
That's not the battery operator. You have to actually pump.
This one,
With all those hand movements.
Good job. Anyways, she was gonna sleep the rest of the year.
So I was-
okay?
no, but,
I'm not.
What I just want to finish out this year and survive it. I think a lot of us are on that same notion of wanting to do that, and then just see what 2021 has. It is 2021, right?
I don't know. I just
Right,
want to
it's
make it
like
past
one
November.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Let's enjoy Thanksgiving. Hopefully we have a
No, I'm talking like all right, beginning of November. I want to get past the beginning of November.
Okay.
Once that crap is over, then I think it'll help
You
out
think
a little
so?
bit. Yeah, mentally a little bit. I think mentally, not for COVID, I'm just mentally.
Oh man,
like,
right.
yeah,
It's
'cause-
been exhausting, and then the holidays come and all,
Yeah.
and it'll be interesting to see what that looks like.
yeah, I don't know.
So.
It's gonna be rough. Holiday season.
Look at even Halloween. I saw pajama costumes. I was like, that's probably gonna be it this year. Put
Every-
that shit on and get some chips.
Yeah, you
and
go to the store, you
get
buy the
chocolates,
big bags of candy.
and that's it.
Oh, bro, you're doing it all wrong. You do drive-by candy. Just throw it. Just keep on throwing it.
hard.
That's what we're gonna do.
Just launch at the kids' heads, right?
Hey, boom.
So I can just hit them right. Look,
You tell everybody in the neighborhood, have your kids on the porch, and then you come by and throw that.
You better hope whoever's passing by is not a pitcher. Shoot, that'll
Dave,
hurt.
you're not throwing, Dave. So you played third base before.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
You're
no,
driving.
No throwing.
What if it's just the marshmallow candy? It won't break anything.
Nah, bro, you gotta go hard. You know, what's the hardest candy? Jawbreakers.
Those are hard. Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
are hard.
Those will take an eye out.
Exactly.
The bodega pies.
The bodega pies. They're already stale from 4 months ago. Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, last Halloween got disrupted, right? What
Yeah.
was it? It was a
They
storm.
canceled it for like the
Yeah.
next week or something, right? Was it?
Was it
Yeah,
a
but-
snowstorm
yeah,
or?
Oh no, I think it was part
It's like a
hurricane season.
hurricane,
It was
yeah,
hurricanes.
hurricane passed by.
There was like a bunch of hurricanes that happened within like
Yeah.
a short weekend or something like
Yeah.
that, and it just destroyed everything. I think it was that one.
So that
last year or
prepared
whatever.
us for this lack of Halloween.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
happening
yeah.
this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
No, everybody knows this because Walter Mercado's not here anymore. That's the reason why.
Did you see his documentary on Netflix?
That's why everything's messed up. He's not telling us how the world's supposed to operate.
Yeah, did you see his documentary on
watch
Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is it good? Is
Yeah,
it
you
worth
gotta check it
watching?
out. It's pretty cool.
It's good. You gotta watch it. You know what the Mercado is?
First of all,
if
I say
you're not-
Rail's looking at y'all like,
mucho amor.
who and what?
Mucho amor.
He was
A Puerto Rican astrologist.
You sure he was
Like
Puerto
probably,
Rican?
probably the most famous. Oh, that dude was.
when he
Puerto
came
Rican
on
through and through.
television,
Seriously.
you had to
At
shut the
Seaside
hell
Park
up.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Even if you don't believe in astrology, like if you were diehard Catholic or diehard like
Puerto Rican.
I mean, anything. If you were Puerto Rican,
You
you
know.
better shut up when Walter was
Walter
talking.
Mercado's talking.
Walter is talking. Okay.
Shout out to Walter Mercado.
Yeah, shout out to him. I think that's the reason why 2020's all messed up.
He cursed it, bro.
Bring him back. Ooh, dang, sorry. I'm all nervous now.
Kids are back in school.
Thank God.
Thank God.
In a way. I mean, it's scary. Definitely scary. It's a scary time. Seriously, we poke fun, but it was hard doing it. Not what was it? No home. It's not real homeschooling what we were doing because teachers really. I mean, but that's a teacher's job.
It was
It's really
rough because
something else.
our teacher, my daughter's teacher, I had a teacher. I was assisting her. Like she couldn't figure it out. You know, and
It was tough with the Bridgeport school system. Like having, obviously I was able to experience it in my position within the school, and there was nothing. There was no like manual on how to do it. Like he would say, "Here, this is a program we're gonna use. Do it." Like how do you expect someone to fully operate and be able to on the fly just figure out a system, and get 30 or so children on that system properly? And I was able to jump in on a few classes that were happening throughout the time, and Half the kids are, picking out their wedgies while they're walking around their own room. Like, some of the other kids are like, listening to music, or you can tell they're not paying attention to the screen. They're probably playing, what are those games? Fortnite and Roblox and stuff. They're over here like this, so.
And then the Puerto Rican man yelling in the background.
In the background, yeah. Yeah, but, I think everybody did. For what it's worth. I think everybody did their thing, all together. Nobody was prepared for it at all.
No
one.
Yeah.
No one. Not at all.
Well, we're getting close to wrap this up, but I want to talk about how they can learn more about what you do.
Oh, so you can follow me on Instagram at A Pinch of Salt Cooking. Check me out on the website. It's apinchofsalt.com. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. And you keep us posted as far as when you do your live feeds. And I guess the ultimate goal is to teach people, encourage them to go shop a farmer's market, buy your produce. And a lot of people are intimidated because they don't know what to do with certain fruits or vegetables, and that's what your demos help out with. Helping people out with some of the recipes they can use.
Yeah, so they're meant to be very simple, very easy, quick finding ingredients. Because I'm sure during COVID we all experienced the lack of in a lot of the supermarkets, right? Yeah. And having to kind of take ramen and make something new out of it, right? I mean, we really went through some different stages.
I never thought there would be no frozen veggies.
Yep.
Like frozen veggies. I'm like, at all.
Like even lima bean frozen was
Who the hell eats lima bean? Like
whenever.
Yeah, like.
Did you do any gardening?
Gardening?
Yeah.
I have no green thumb.
Okay. I during the shutdown we built some beds.
Look at you.
We planted.
This was in between. That's why for the Cinco de Mayo he went hard.
Yeah. I had some cilantro. I had some peppers growing. Lettuce. We were eating lettuce. That was a good feeling. Just picking the lettuce out.
Your lettuce turned out good. I know we were both kind of iffy about the lettuce. At the same time.
Because I didn't know what type of lettuce it was, but I did learn that once it starts to flower, it's
too late.
It's now bitter. So but I did get them pretty tall. They were like a stalk.
Yeah, leaf lettuce, right?
Leaf lettuce,
lettuce,
or loose lettuce. I don't know.
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you did a big project at your place.
Oh yeah. So my backyard, the entire backyard was paved. It was like a freaking parking lot.
East side of Bridgeport,
East side of Bridgeport.
Yeah.
So the wife and I was like, if we don't know how long we're gonna be shut down,
right?
So we want a nice place to hang out at, You don't want to go to the backyard and sit in the parking lot. So we toured it up between myself and Anthony and over there Elvin. We toured up the asphalt and laid out some new. Actually, you were working on a similar project, Vito. We put new soil and grew new grass. So that was a hell of a project.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I get to see it. It's really nice. The garden on the side is really dope. It's really nice.
Good.
Yeah.
So that's something. I went to GVI recently, talked to the kids out there, and I was pretty impressed on how aware they are of food justice. Mm-hmm. Bringing them, that's important because out of convenience we spend money in big companies, Walmart and whatnot, and the food is so much. Where it's coming from. What you're putting into it, right? And it's healthier, it's cleaner, and that's awesome because the kids were open to it too at the house. Yeah. Well, how can they follow you?
Instagram again.
What?
Facebook?
She said Instagram again. Getting in a Facebook.
Oh my God.
The cupcakes again too.
He asked me this shit already.
I'm turning 40 today.
You're 40?
Yeah, I'm turning 40 soon.
I heard. Is this
I'm
true,
41.
Elvin? I thought it was
41,
50.
so we got 2 people. All right.
Oh, she said Instagram. She said the Facebook already.
Okay.
I did have a quick question before we turn out. Was
sorry.
on the demos. I see that you were on WTNH. Is that the right one? You've done that often though, right? I've been off of Facebook recently, so I haven't really been able to catch up.
So Channel 8 has me it is Channel 8, right? I think so. On once a month.
Okay.
Nice. before the pandemic, and
Right,
then now they're not having anything in studio, so I'm recording from home. So it was interesting to do that and to kind of do a cooking demo there. But yes, so I've been lucky enough to be a guest.
Nice, awesome.
So that's every month.
So they had me booked once a month
Okay, nice.
for I've been for about a year doing a couple of cooking segments with them.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool. Thank
Yeah, it
you.
was pretty
Tune
dope.
in. What time? Like
So it was on CT Style. So
Okay.
it came out in the morning. I mean, I was there at the studio early, but like I think it would be a 9 o'clock segment. I could be off. But yeah, it was a quick.
Turn on the news
And
from
if you
8
follow
to
them-
10. Just
Right.
stay there.
And
I
you,
just-
if you follow the WCNH Facebook account, it definitely pops up there too.
oh, nice.
Thank you.
Manny, how can we follow you?
Well, like I just mentioned, I'm off of Facebook right now. I deactivated my Facebook for my own good. And I am on Instagram still. So _ Theo Fridge or at Bridgeport Bites. You can find me on those two. I'm also on Only Bellies. So you can find me on onlybellies.com selling belly photos. All right. During this pandemic, that's how I'm making money. Oh, my iPhone's talking junk. You see that? Nah, you can find me on Instagram though. What about you, Rio?
Trying to stay spicy at Spice Action and Instagram. So all the spicy stuff I've been eating, it's there.
Yeah,
There you go.
it looks so good. The stuff that
I
you be
know
posting.
he posts
Yeah, he
really
really-
good. Oh, his content's amazing. Vito,
I don't know.
nobody cares.
Moving on.
I'm like, all right, give us one of your 32 handles, please.
He probably doesn't know how to spell it.
Underscore
Who said
chef
that?
underscore V. I learned it. I
Okay,
learned
okay.
it.
Underscore chef underscore V.
There you go. I
Okay.
learned it.
Okay.
There you go.
Check him out. You'll see his post. You know, the stuff that he cooks up for the soup kitchen, of course. Hopefully, he joins. You're not doing the farmers market this year at all.
Nah, not at all.
Okay. Next year,
I'm tempted to do the last day of the year, but I don't know.
like the harvest festival.
And that was because of COVID, right? COVID stopped like fresh food.
Yeah, for the first, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't get a straight answer. So just so I'm gonna buy stuff and get prepared and then shut down, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
But then I don't know, like a month ago they started letting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a month ago. So
Yeah.
I'm like, so I'm maybe debating doing the last day of the market, have everybody come have a big boy.
There you go.
There you go.
I want the was it the girl with the smile?
Everyone smile.
Follow me. This is Dave. Follow me at Dave's Angry Sauce on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the website davesangrySauce.com. You'll find our hot sauce and our barbecue sauce. And that's it. Any
That barbecue sauce.
Did you mention barbecue?
Yes. Oh my god. I'm due. I went through like a couple bottles already in the last since you made this last batch. I need
Yeah.
a few more.
Nice. Yeah, check that out. Check that out. Hey, listen. I always say that barbecue season's not over until the snow has buried your grill.
That's
If you
true.
still have access to your grill, it's always barbecue season.
That's right. Oh, may I ask?
Yeah.
Where is it that we can buy these wonderful men's shirts for the potluck late night show?
That's a good
That is a
question.
great question. We're actually coming up with new designs now, and they'll
Are we
actually
really?
be-
Would they
yeah.
incorporate Chef Raquel and Marsha, perhaps?
I can't speak on that aspect because the
We can't now,
I
can
can't.
we?
I can't. I didn't say I didn't say we. I said I.
Yeah, you have to vote for it. You have to vote.
Yeah, we're gonna put a poll.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a poll.
We're
on
gonna put a poll, but no, you can find our
On
late night
Etsy.
It should
potluck
be like
show.
hashtag Chef Raquel.
Hashtag
and
Chef.
Marsha.
You're gonna put it
Say-
right across the back. Hashtag Chef Raquel, and then 2 angry women right there.
Well,
We
wait,
want
wait.
in.
Why angry women?
Because you've been mad at me for wearing this shirt for the last 6 months.
You're still wearing that same shirt for the 6 months?
The whole 6 months. You know? The whole time. Anyways, on Etsy,
It
you're
only
able to find
smells
it on
like
Etsy.
5 months. Though.
Well, listen. Thank you for joining us, Chef Raquel. It's always a pleasure.
A
Thank you,
pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening, folks. Tune in for our YouTube channel. Check out the video. Stay tuned. We've been talking about doing Patreon, but we will keep you posted, and we'll let you. We'll.
It's either Patreon or we go right on to OnlyFans. So I don't even care anymore.
You gotta make money somehow.
Make
man.
money somehow. No?
So listen. Thank you for joining us. Peace. Good night.
Good
Deuces.
night.
Nice.
This is a Gorilla Podcast Network production.